So by the time you're watching this, I just got finished playing the demo and side story for a game called Unbeatable, an anime rhythm action game starring Beat and her band while they're on the run because music is illegal and you're doing crimes. No, really, that's part of the Steam blurb. Music is illegal and you're doing crimes. Luckily, I'm all for that wacky premise, so let's rock out to some tunes. The first of the two I played was Unbeatable, White Label, which was much more core gameplay focused and a proof of concept. At least, that's what it rung as in my eyes when I was playing it. The gameplay was very chaotic for a rhythm game that is ultimately just two buttons that you're pressing, but man, those difficulty settings don't play. You had beginner, normal, hard, expert, unbeatable, and overload. But even in their own difficulties, there's a level associated with them. It very much just depended on the kind of song you were playing.
Will no one see the person I know I am? Will no one hear the voice that cries out from my heart? Me within your eyes, me I see inside. Can anyone perceive and love my truth? Won't you believe in a future where you can be you? Will no one see the person I know I am? Will no one hear the voice that cries out from my heart? Me within your eyes, me I see inside. Can anyone perceive and love my truth? Won't you believe in a future where you can be you?
For some songs, hard would be considered normal, while beginner could be considered normal for other songs. Let me just say before I continue, I love the music in this game, which obviously I don't want to say obviously, but I should. Because if I don't care about the music, then the game kind of loses half, at least, of, the reason that you would play it. Like if you can't jam out to the tunes that you're playing in a rhythm game, are you really enjoying the rhythm game? That's just me.
Now let's type some more on the home row key. Ready?
There are story beats for, well, Beat, the protagonist, in some of the songs before, lyrically, and after the song is over. It made me pretty interested in learning more about her. Overall, I had a blast with the prologue, if we can call it that, and I will be blasting the soundtrack when I can. Now, the actual demo for the game Unbeatable, I'm saying that to differentiate. Again, White Label was more of a proof of concept and focused more on the rhythm game aspects, while the Unbeatable demo is a whole other can of worms that I wasn't ready for in the best way possible. Compared to the small slice of game that Unbeatable White Label was, the Unbeatable demo almost feels like a sequel in a weird way if you want to look at it through that lens. This time we actually get a brief slice of the story that actually has me heavily heavily invested already in the cast of characters we follow, as well as an expansion of the gameplay that White Label had. This time, on top of everything else you already had in White Label, you also get a little rhythm beat-em-up mechanic where you beat up some cops. It's fun, to go with different events in the story. You've also got some pretty cool mini games in there as well that are also rhythm based, but have a different goal in mind with the rhythm. I don't know if there are more mini games in the demo, but I only played 2 of them. The bartending minigame and the baseball minigame. I really enjoyed the bartending minigame. The baseball one, it was solid. But the whole doggone package was just a great time overall. And this is just the demo, so I'm excited for the main game when that drops. I also want to take a moment here to talk about the game's presentation, which is fantastic. No, I'm not saying that again. It reminds me of a somehow more grounded Fooly Cooly, if you get where I'm coming from, with a dash of Scott Pilgrim. I say somehow in regards to Fooly Cooly because if you've seen Fooly Cooly, there's just no way to really ground that. There just isn't. But the vibes are there, is what I'm saying for this game. Now, as a point of criticism, I will say that I do think that the style and effects in the game can take up a lot of screen real estate sometimes when you're trying to focus on the rhythmic things, but you get used to it. And it starts to become clearer as you go. All in all, I am very much looking forward to playing the full game when it releases later this year. In the meantime, I'd say that you should definitely play the white label side story as well as the Unbeatable demo, both available on Steam. And with that, I hope you've enjoyed your stay. I'm TUSDarryl, and rock on.